Okay, let's just talk about this. The phrase personal branding. It probably makes you cringe a little bit, right? It just brings to mind all these people trying way too hard online, and honestly, you're not wrong to be skeptical.
And I mean, can you blame us for feeling that way? You hop on LinkedIn and some guru is telling you to leverage your authentic narrative, and the whole thing just feels like this carnival of fake motivation. The truth is, you're just trying to do good work and get ahead in your career, without having to pretend to be someone you're not. But here's the little secret they don't tell you. You're already doing it. Yeah, every single email you send, every meeting you're in, every little interaction, it's all building an impression of who you are professionally. So the question isn't if you should have a personal brand. It's whether you want that brand to be accidental or intentional. So let's just reframe this whole thing. Forget all the guru nonsense for a second. What does branding actually look like when it's practical, when it's authentic, and when it's genuinely useful for your career?
This is where we get it all twisted. We think branding means you have to become some fake online personality or post those cheesy hustle quotes. It's not. Real branding is just about intentionally shaping your professional value. It's not pretending you've got it all figured out. It's about sharing what you're learning as you go. And please, forget about building a massive following of strangers. The real goal is just being memorable to the right people, the ones who can actually open doors for you.
So what's the end game here? It's actually really simple. When your boss or a recruiter or maybe a colleague has a problem that falls into your area of expertise, your name is the first one that pops into their head. That's it. That's the whole goal. A simple idea, but unbelievably powerful for your career.
Okay, so how do we actually get there? Well, it all starts with a solid foundation. You can't be known for something if you don't even know what that something is, right? We've got to find your professional sweet spot.
This is the big question you need to ask yourself. It's not just about what you're good at. It's about where that ability connects with what you actually enjoy doing and what other people find genuinely valuable.
And we can find that sweet spot by looking at 4 key things. First, just start with what you're good at, your hard skills. But then, step 2, ask yourself which of those things actually give you energy instead of, draining your soul. Now, number 3 is a huge clue. What are people already asking you for help with? That's where other people are already seeing your value. And then finally, you put it all together and ask, what do I really want to be known for?
See how these pieces can come together? Your unique brand is right there in the combination. You're not just an engineer. If you're also great at simplifying things, you become the developer who makes complex tech understandable. Now that is a powerful and memorable brand.
Okay, so once you know your sweet spot, it's time to start showing it to people. This is where we start building your presence online, but we're going to do it in a way that feels totally authentic and, believe it or not, completely manageable.
First off, you do not need to be everywhere. That's a recipe for burnout. For most professional fields, LinkedIn is going to be your home base. The strategy there? Just post helpful content a couple of times a week. Now, if you're in tech or media, Twitter is amazing for jumping into real-time conversations. The key is just to pick one and do it well.
Now this right here, this is probably my favorite piece of advice for anyone who says, but I'm not a creator. You don't have to be. Seriously, forget about creating content. Just start documenting your work. What problems are you solving day to day? What are you learning? What mistake did you fix this morning? That is your content.
And here are some dead simple prompts you could literally use today. You don't need some grand earth-shattering insight. Just share a small problem you solved or a useful resource you found. This is valuable, it's practical, and most importantly, it's authentic to the real work you're already doing. So, you're finding your sweet spot, you're sharing your journey. Now, it's really important to remember that this is a long-term investment in your career. The real payoff, it doesn't happen overnight.
And if you're going to measure your progress, you have to look at the right things. Forget about follower counts and likes. That's all vanity. The metrics that actually matter are things like, are you starting more quality conversations? Are you getting messages from recruiters about opportunities? Are people in your network referring you for gigs? That is the real ROI.
Building a real reputation doesn't happen in a weekend. Think of it like this. In year 1, you're just finding your voice and being consistent. By year 3, people are starting to see you as the go-to person on that topic. It takes time, for sure, but the momentum builds on itself. Because consistency over a few years will always beat intensity for a few months.
And this is why we do it. This is the ultimate payoff.
Instead of constantly scrolling through job boards and chasing down opportunities, your reputation starts doing that work for you. Recruiters find you. Colleagues recommend you. Interesting projects just land in your inbox. That's the real power of an intentional, authentic professional brand.
So what do you think? It's not about being fake. It's about being strategic. It's not about being loud. It's about being helpful. It's really just about building a career where you're finally recognized for the valuable work you're already doing.
If you loved this content, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And please make sure you click like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.